We live and learn. But look at that. See that? Right there, right there.
Gotcha.
That's not good. If we keep hitting that stuff. All right, folks, we are going to put the cedar log on, but we want to take all the precautions here first. Getting it loaded on to the mill. Make sure we don't have any incidents like we did the other day. Gonna have to measure this one and see if we're gonna be able to mill it as is. Not sure if we're going to be able to saw to that length, but we'll see. I would say yes, we will be able to, with little difficulties. We are 9 inches to the center of the pith. It's 19 inches in diameter. So 9 inches to the center of the pith. But what side do we want to cut on first? Because we don't have much to mess with here. How we want to cut it. It is almost, it's about 8.5 to the center of the pith on this side. So we definitely need to come up a little bit. This is the bad side of the log, which I suppose if we cut into this first, we shouldn't be losing much. It's just gnarly. But see, the cedar just grows gnarly. It's got these big crevices in there, all along there. These knots and all kinds of ugly stuff. But should look pretty once we get into some of the meat. We're gonna go ahead and just cut into it. I think the other side is the most attractive side, but it's still pretty gnarly. This is really gnarly through here. We'll take a slice off the top here. We've got it raised and leveled. So the pith is center of the pith on the butt end. And we'll go ahead and tighten our blade up and start to move it up. Let's test the blade out. Tammy's first cut on her cedar log. What do you think, dear?
Let's see what happens.
All right.
What it looks like.
All right, let's go to town. just wanted to get a piece of it to see what we're getting into. It looks pretty unimpressive right at the moment. Lots of bugs. That is pretty. All right, let's see what we got. Lots of bugs. Yeah. Bug heaven. Ants. It looks pretty there, but let's put some water on it. See it?
I can't see nothing.
Well,
Remember?
yeah.
I'm short.
Oh man. Well, that blade's ruined.
Why?
Unless that's a slug of some sort. But there's a piece of metal there. I didn't hear it go through
No,
that.
I didn't hear anything ping or.
Huh. Should be a one on this side too.
Yeah, that looks like metal. But
Great.
like what?
I don't know. Didn't expect that there up where we got it. It is a lead slug, 12 gauge slug. So that's not gonna kill the blade, that's lead. So at least it's soft. Don't think it would take much out of it on the blade. Interesting though.
So you gonna pull it out that side too?
Well, I'm trying to figure out which side it came through on. Doesn't appear like there's any entry on that side. I don't know. There's a slug right there, or what's left of it. Yeah. The majority of it was on the other side. Huh, interesting. Shotgun slug. All right, so now we have Logan Beecraft formerly known as Logan Peterson. And she has a YouTube channel, and what do you go by nowadays?
Logan B. Craft Designs.
Logan B. Craft Designs. So you can look her up on the YouTube and see all the cool stuff that she makes jewelry-wise. And she's really got a voice and a talent for YouTube, let me tell you. But I'll let you go find that out on your own. Head on over to Logan B. Craft Designs and check her out. All right, so we got Logan out here. She's gonna take a slab off of this cedar that her mom was sawing on there for a little bit, and let her have some of the fun and the excitement of what we find in the log. Did your mom tell you what we found?
No.
A shotgun slug.
Oh, geez.
It wasn't one of mine. All right, so this is what we do. You got your band right there. Right now it's still
Right
set
at
up for the cut before. And then this is how you adjust down or up. And then this is the gauge. And each mark, there's quarter marks there. So saw off 1 inches or one, we're trying to saw off 1 inch cuts right at the moment. So we're gonna go down. This is probably 2 inch. And I just double check it because I don't trust that gauge. If you want to push up against that just a little bit. We're at actually 1.5, so I went too far. So we need to go up probably a full turn. Now let's try it. My goal is to get some lasers on this sawmill, and it will line it up straight down the log, and it'll help you make sure your log is straight. Okay, we're at like 1 1/8 inches.
1 1/8.
Which is, that's okay. So then once you get your measurement measured in, you lock down the head of these 2 levers here. And then, since it's warmed up, we don't have to choke it, but we start up the Honda GX 690 engine. See how quiet that is?
That is really quiet.
Yeah, it is really quiet. This is to tighten up your band, your blade. We already have it tight though. And then just go ahead and get a feel for this. Just pull back on it. You can pull it back all the way. And you're gonna cut at full speed.
Okay.
It's 25 horsepower, but it's running pretty good at full speed. As fast as it will cut. I mean, it's probably something like this, but you'll feel it. All right?
Should I do it?
Go for it. Just let it sit there.
That was therapeutic.
You like it?
Yeah.
Last few cuts, we've had all kinds of black ants come out of here. We'll just sit this to the side of the log. Look at that. I need to get the camera on this. Then, check this out. Look at that wood.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So what do you think?
I love it.
We live and learn, but look at that. See that? Right there, right there.
Gotcha.
That's not good if we keep hitting that stuff. So I don't think we're gonna cut any more tonight. We're gonna do a little bit more studying on the uses of cedar. And as you saw there, we ran into another metal object, which on the other side I picked it out and it's just like 1/8 of an inch of metal that was in there. So I don't know, must have been something they did when it was a younger tree. Maybe a fence, they used it as a fence post or something, who knows. But I'm hoping we don't run into much more inside that tree. Man, this is some beautiful wood that we sawed tonight. I could tell Tammy was really pleased and Logan really enjoyed it as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this as well, because we do these sort of things for your entertainment, as well as the rest of the stuff that we do here on the farm. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like button on your way out and consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. You just hit the subscribe button and it just means you're following us. And as we put videos out there, it'll push them to you if you choose. But anyway, we're really enjoying the sawmill and getting a lot out of it thus far. And we were really looking forward to cutting this log up and seeing what was inside of it. As you saw, we found a couple things we weren't expecting. A 12 gauge shotgun slug, which didn't really hurt the saw blade any. But then it looks like we ran into some staple that they may have used for fencing when this tree was a young sapling. So I hope we don't run into much more of that. But until next time, may God bless you all, and thanks again for stopping in at Peterson Farms in Nashville. Come on back.